And we are ready for some more Roller Derby. This game is going to be Central versus Mana Tangata. So it's looking like it's going to be a good game.
Now, do we pass on the bad news to the stream?
I think we're going to have to.
Sneaks has run away. She has gone to lunch with the Wellington team, obviously to talk tactics. So Matt is back. Sorry, guys.
But
I'll try to behave with drama.
on the plus side, you get to hear from me.
This is right.
Yes.
We can argue over who's better. Okay, so we're underway.
I noticed some derbies happening. Right. Parore has the lead. And Grim Sleeper is coming up behind. Oh. Parore calls it.
And that's the end of the first jam.
First jam.
In the 7th and 8th playoff. Aotearoa probably a little bit disappointed how they went yesterday. Probably thought they'd be a little bit higher up the list.
Right, Cat say Sneaks does what Sneaks does best, sneaking. Feel that.
She has snuck off, yes. Off with her Wellington team, who have made it through to the grand final this afternoon at 5 o'clock.
So much sneaking.
What do you think of that last game, Drama?
Oh, I think it was a pretty good game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see BOP come up later on.
Here we go, La
Looking forward to
Bomba.
La Bomba. She played some good games yesterday.
She has, and she has lead jam for...
Oh, we have a spill on the track there, but everyone's okay. They're back up. La Bomba calls it.
So Mana Tangata taking an early lead there.
6 points to Mana Tangata, but it's been 2 minutes. It really can be anyone's game.
Yes, Sneak has snuck.
A sneaky sneak snucks sneakily away. Okay, this is the new game. No, wait, what did it be? Okay, so now we have Furious George from Wellington playing with Highly Visible. Furious George also has some good games to say.
Oh, and a big tumble down there in turn number 2.
Took a lead, but took a tumble.
Oh, another one. Oh, this Aotearoa team means business.
Some impressive ballet scores there, but George is recycled back. So we now have Wanda Wahine, 420, breaking through. Yes, come to New Zealand, Wildcat. We'd love to have you. Oh, we have another slip.
And Aotearoa through again on the scoring run.
Highly Visible is still stuck in the pack. Wanda Wahine is killing it. Meet some resistance there. Parole doing some interference. Fantastic. Highly Visible wants to pay that back, but no, they cannot do it. Wanda Wahine breaks through.
This is a good jam for Aotearoa, what they needed to come out. They were a bit slow in their games yesterday, but they've come out firing in this one.
Wanda Wahine enjoying a power jam here.
Feel free.
Some resistance there from number 64.
But she's through again.
But Wanda Wahine breaks through. But hey, there's a Curious George on the track.
Of course, Wahine in the Māori language is female or woman.
Yes, indeed. I think one thing that's great about New Zealand for the people thinking of coming here is how much it's kind of the respect that we pay to the Māori culture. Meanwhile, Wanda Wahine still meeting some resistance. I can highly recommend moving to New Zealand. It's a beautiful country with some beautiful people.
Well, we'll leave here for a start, Drama.
Exactly.
Yep.
Have you seen me? I'm pretty great.
And of course, the Bay of Plenty. She's the place to be. Some people say the South Island around Queenstown, which is an exceptional area to visit if you're coming through.
Come to Bay of Plenty. It's amazing. So now we have Grim Sleeper versus Tantrum. Grim Sleeper breaks through but takes a knee but gets back up.
Oh, gets jumped on the backside. But Grim Sleeper is away. Lead jam status for Central 1. Up to the back of the pack already, but Aotearoa are in weight and they take the hit. And through on a scoring run. Tantrum still struggling to get through down there.
But Ship is nice spin there. Tantrum.
Ship Stirrer trying that last line of defence.
Oh, couple of spells on the track. Sleeper caused it.
Nice little jam there for Central 1.
So Mana Tangata or Aotearoa leads with 20 points. Highly visible in second was 10. It's anyone's game.
Naki is the place to be, you reckon? Oh, I don't know about that one.
No, I think it's Bay of Plenty. I'm in Bay of Plenty, so of course you want to come there.
The MCs have spoken. It
Yes.
is Bay of Plenty. It's the place to be. Beautiful beaches over at Papama, Mount Maunganui, or Hopi Beach out by Whakatane. But here we go. We're
Connor
underway.
takes a slide.
O'Carroll leading at 4. Aotearoa
Little resistance there, but
tries the outside
Visible.
line
Oh,
and
like-
comes through. Nice.
Mana Tangata is like stopping visible. No, wait. Oh, that Mana Tangata is holding strong on that jammer there. Meanwhile,
O'Carroll
Aotearoa,
gets sandwiched.
almost spoke too soon there.
She is the ham in the sandwich.
And Aotearoa breaks through.
4 more points for her team.
Skinner still meeting a lot of resistance there. Trapped in our own little Skinner box. Aotearoa comes around, but highly visible is like, nah, we're paying this back. Aotearoa's like, yeah, right, and breaks through. Mana Tangata is taking the lead with 32, highly visible with 10. Oh, we just had a spill. Wana Wahine. Aotearoa playing a fantastic jam.
And
there.
calls it there.
Calls it, but with 16 points. Was it more than 16? I can't count.
Oh,
That's
refs
why I'm
have put
behind the
their
mic.
arms down. No, it looks like a 16-point jam.
A 16-pointer. Well
To Mana
done,
Tangata.
Aotearoa.
So 36 point to 10 lead. So we get set for the next jam.
Jody on Twitch reminding us to hydrate. I say caffeinate.
And I'll just dig into the lollies.
So we now have Furious George and La Bamba.
The Bumba down the inside line takes the lead.
La Bamba with the lead there.
And hot on her heels is a Central 1 jammer. 0-2 is Furious George.
La Bamba calls it. And both jammers fall. But both are good. Good sportsmanship.
That's what we have seen here this weekend, is good sportsmanship from all players, all skaters.
I think that's the fantastic thing about Derby, is that it's a fantastic community. It's not just a game. Jodie says,
right.
love your drummer. Thanks, Jodie.
Bit of a break happening here in the 7th and 8th playoff.
Yeah. We're just having a bit of a timeout here. But we're still in the first 10 minutes, and I say it's been a pretty fun first 10 minutes. Like,
Well, Tangata came out of the blocks absolutely firing with some big hits. Obviously wanting to show this Central 1 team they mean business and they are not taking the wooden spoon. the Central 1 team, they won't give up. A lot of newer players in the Central 1 side. Not quite as experienced as some of the other teams we have here this weekend. In fact, some of them only have a few games under their belt. So doing a great job representing the Central 1 district. Oh, here we go. Grim Sleeper down the inside. Takes lead jam for Central 1.
I say Grim Sleeper definitely isn't sleeping during this jam. Ha.
He's having a dream run at the moment.
Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. We're hilarious.
Who do we have down there? Is that
Parole?
Parole coming?
Oh, Grim Sleeper calls it before Parole can even hit the pack.
So nice little jam there for Central 1, picking up a sneaky 3 points. A nice little hit and quit. Actually, we haven't seen many in the box yet. So nice and clean.
That's why we like a clean game. I mean,
have we even had a power jam?
I don't think we've had a power jam, no. I mean, like, everyone's wearing high-vis shirts, so you can tell safety is important here. Yes.
They just need their lollipop, the stop-go sign.
Oh, that's a solid pack right there. No jammers getting through that at the moment. But we have...
It's a bit of a bird's nest down there in turn 1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like, it's hard to... No, I can't... Oh, do we have a lead?
Oh, they're almost out at the same time. Who's been awarded it?
I think...
It's been awarded... Oh, we're finally off to the box.
That's too close. Yeah, we have one in the box.
Bit of confusion over who actually won that award.
I'm often confused.
It doesn't matter because the jam's over and it is a 0-0 jam.
And it's on. Strong lead from High Vis there.
I think it's 0-2, is it? Furious George?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because La Bomba has taken the lead once again.
For Mana Tangata. Oh, Aotearoa. Lead jam in this one.
George having a bit of a rough time, but La Bomba breaks through.
Fairly easy pass there by La Bomba. Furious George still trying that outside line and she's
George breaks
away. La Bomba trying the inside line, ducking out to the outside and through.
And La Bomba calls it.
Oh, and a referee all by himself.
The referee took a spill? Well, that's uncommon.
All by himself. He tripped over the ghost. The event centre poltergeist.
That's one thing about New Zealand. We do have a lot of ghosts, so you know. Fun fact from Jodet there, Skinner was originally from the Junior Helmington League and has aged up.
We're underway again. We have Grim Sleeper trying to get round the outside for the Central 1 team and is successful. Takes lead jam for Central 1. Central 1 in orange, of course.
Tantrum breaks through.
Giving chase now. Grim Sleeper looking for the call from the bench and
Skinner
gets it.
calls it and it's like, nah.
So a nice sneaky little 4 points there by Central 1. Takes them up to 19 points. But leading the way is Mana Tangata or Aotearoa with 44.
Still pretty close. That can change in like one jam.
Oh, exactly. One power jam and that lead has been eaten. Really need to get out to at least 50 points before you start even thinking about a sigh of comfort.
I'm never comfortable myself.
No. It's never over till the fat lady sings.
Wonder Wahine breaks through the pack.
Coming around to the back of the pack now on the start-finish straight. Into a wall of orange she goes.
Oh.
Up on her toe stops, hopping along the inside line and through. Oh, has she been penalised? Did she get called for a cut there? I didn't see the call.
Sent to the box.
So a power jam for Central 1. I don't like the way these packs sit back like this when the jammer is not pushing the opposition pack up the track. They need to get in and give some offense.
I have to say, though, for a jammer, pushing against a pack is exhausting.
Yep.
Like, this is going to be wearing skin down.
This hold back tactic's fine as long as you've got a strong jammer that can push the pack, but when they're not pushing like that, they're all static. They need to get in there and assist.
I think Skinner's lost in the crowd there.
Someone's been pinged.
64 Parole has been sent to the box, so Skinner's back on. Oh, Wanda Wahine comes back.
Trying that inside line and through. Not holding lead jam position, no. In fact, we don't actually have a lead jammer at the moment, so we will be going full 2 minutes. Wanda Wahine pushing. The tripod working well for Central 1, holding her static. Through now is Wanda Wahine.
Wanda Wahine scoring 8 points for Mana Tangata there. People in chat have been commenting that this has been a clean game. I think it has been a clean game because we've got some good skilled skaters here. Good skilled skaters like Skinner.
Looks like we have a Central 1 player just laxing back in the penalty box there, having a breather.
Nice to know someone can relax. This early in the game. Furious George versus La Bomba.
And La Bomba through for lead. La Bomba showing great skills this weekend. Here until
George takes a spill.
And a second wave.
But just skates through.
La Bomba down the inside and through for a par.
La Bomba called it. Like she ain't letting George have any points there.
So 4 points there for Mana Tangata or Aotearoa. There's a bit of mouthful, that name. Let's be honest.
Mana Tangata or Aotearoa. Well, another fun fact is that Mana Tangata is our local indigenous league here in Aotearoa. So we now have a timeout, so I'll update you on the scores. We are in the last quarter of the first half. 23 to Highly Visible, 56 to Mana Tangata. Still anyone's game, still quite a tight game.
And of course, it's the game you certainly don't want to lose. If you lose, you get the wooden spoon. There's a lot of pride on the line here, a lot of mana.
App Keys pointing out that we don't want a second wave. No, we've been quite fortunate here in New Zealand so far. And that's what gets us good derby. Delightful derby.
Second call, whistle to start the jam. Few bodies going to the floor there at the start. Oh, and big pile up in turn 1.
So we have Tantrum taking the lead.
Chasing hard is Grim Sleeper for Central 1. Getting the call from the bench. Tantrum does exactly that, calls the jam.
I agree with Sprints in the chats. The only second wave we want is the derby wave. And the game is back on. We have La Bomba and Skinner.
Skinner out there for Central 1. Has probably been one of their best jammers over the weekend for Central 1.
La Bomba is nothing to sniff at though, and has taken the lead.
No, she has done a fantastic job. Doing a brilliant job in this game, in fact.
You could even say that she's the bomb in this game.
She is, yes.
Hugs.
You trying to keep up with my cheese, are you, drama?
Ah. I need to use that English degree somehow.
Coming back out, Wonder Wahine back out on track. Furious George lining up his jammer for Central 1. Who do we have on the far side there? I can't quite see. Tantrum, is it?
I think so.
114.
It's Tantrum.
Trying to fight through the packs. Neither jammer can find a way through.
No, it's a pretty solid game.
It's like the Auckland motorway, their impression of a parking lot. That is definitely the Auckland motorway. There's just no way through.
If Tantrum stays stuck, Tantrum is going to have a tantrum, but no.
But Furious George through for Central 1 for lead jam. Furious George
needs to score some points there.
Comes up on the pack.
Well. And Furious George calls it.
Aotearoa, I don't know what was going on there. They weren't even watching. Lucky they didn't concede more points there, to be honest.
4 points to highly visible there.
So a good jam there by Furious George, just clawing back a couple of points. Or double a couple, that's 4. Look at that drama, we've got only 10 minutes left already. We have burnt through 20 minutes of the 7th and 8th playoff.
It's been a pretty intense game so far. I mean, the scores are still pretty tight. It's anyone's game. A phrase I probably use too much, but you know, it is anyone's game.
So again, a bit of break and play here.
It's important that these things are done properly.
Referee's having a bit of a corridor, along with Central 1 in the start box. Good time to have a chat, discuss tactics.
I mean, and we're back on.
No jammers on track yet. And here we come. The La Bomba again, is it? And Grim Sleeper, I think, over the back.
Oh, Sleeper. Better not sleep on this jam.
So, Bomber against the Sleeper.
Oh, and Bomber takes a fall.
Straight down on.
Oh, there's another spill. Sleeper takes advantage of that.
Underway is Grim Sleeper with lead jam. Coming up to the back of the pack on a scoring run. Slams into the Aotearoa wall. A nice little sidestep there. Through for 4 points. La Bomba coming up on the pack.
La Bomba.
Nice little 360 there. Grim Sleeper back around, slams into the pack. Calls it.
Sleeper calls it.
Good move there by Sleeper to call it.
So Highly Visible is creeping up there, 32 points. 62 for Mana Tangata.
30-point lead here, 30-point gap.
30 points, that's like, what, 2 jams?
Well, I think the highest jam we've had today so far is 24, from memory.
I think one of our teams is going to beat that.
Yesterday, the highest jam, I think, was 28. Jammed back underway. Skinner being recycled right to the back of the pack.
Now, recycling is usually a good thing, but not in Derby. Well, maybe for one team. Ha ha ha.
We've
Hans,
got
don't stop
Tantrum
coming.
back out there. Down the inside, tries the outside line, and through. That looked a bit slow motion to me. How'd you see it? It looked incredibly slow motion.
It's like, attention caused it, but you know.
It almost,
scored there.
that inside to the outside almost seemed to be in slow motion. She could have emailed what she was doing.
I have to say, this has been quite a fast-paced game. I'm enjoying this one. This is pretty good.
Yeah, Ship Stirrer in orange for Central 1. Known as a bit of a hard hitter. Tough player on track. Furious George back out there for Central 1, trying that inside line. Who's out there for MTO? Can you see? I can't quite see it. I've got a referee in my way at the moment. Furious George gets lead jam for Central 1. Coming up on the back of the pack already.
Power jam.
Yes,
Oh.
2 players for MTO are sent to the bin, including the jammer, so we are in power jam at the moment.
George just knocked out there. Being pulled back by Diamond.
This is where the Central 1 players need to come in and show a bit of offense.
Oh, that was a...
That's
almost landed on a skate there. That would have been nasty.
that's a bit of an awkward looking fall there, but she's okay.
She's back up. Every ounce of bounce.
Here we go.
Oh, and breaks through.
Jammer back on track for MTOA.
Some good whip action there. And it's called.
So we're starting to see a few more players go into the penalty box late in this first half.
And for the first half, they were so courteous, so clean. But hey, this is what happens in Derby. You get tired, and things get a bit more tricky. It's all very well and good doing the skates, but you need to have that endurance.
And let's be honest, you don't just get that physical tiredness, you get that mental tiredness too, so you don't necessarily think as clearly as you normally would. As the mistakes start to come in. As the body fatigues, the brain fatigues.
Oh.
And down we go in turn number 1. Is that La Bomba out there for MTO again?
It's La Bomba. La Bomba knocked off track, back on track.
And it's the mighty Grim Sleeper, I think, too. Yes.
Grim is just
fighting and through for lead jam for Central 1.
How does one sleep grimly, I wonder?
Oh. Ship Stirrer with the big backside maneuver, unable to stop the jammer.
Oh, Grim takes a knee.
Gets slapped out over the inside line, calls the jam.
And 666 Parore sent to the box.
Good track awareness there by Grim Sleeper. Knew the opposition jammer was closing in fast.
2 points to highly visible now. They're creeping up there. Five seconds now. Last 5 minutes.
Into the final 5.
Some congestion there on the track. No one's getting through. Are we seeing? Oh, we are. Boom. Oh, Skinner takes a knee.
Almost
Gets
through on the
recycled
outside.
back. Skinner calls it.
So Skinner was awarded with lead jammer there.
That was
Calls
like,
it immediately.
yeah.
Frustrating to get lead jam, only to see the other jammer pass you, lead you around the track. Really forces you to call if you don't want them to score. Tantrum is pretty feisty, I agree.
earning her namesake there.
Furious George back out there, I think. Referee away. Yep.
Yeah, it's Furious George versus Aotearoa.
Aotearoa is through for lead for Mana Tangata. On straight through. Central One had no defence there whatsoever. Their defences are down.
Aotearoa was just like, is there a pack? What?
Just on a Sunday skate here. And we can say Sunday skate because it is Sunday here in New Zealand.
Is Furious George on 2?
And through again. Inside line. Gone Burgers. Pivot and jammer for Central One standing in the penalty box. Here comes Aotearoa again on another scoring pass for Mtoa. Going to try the outside line. No. Dumps one of the Central One players on the ground as she goes through. Aotearoa carries on it merry way.
Aotearoa taking us to Wonderland there with some fantastic skating.
Furious George on the charge. Closing in fast.
Aotearoa's just like, nah, what even is blocking?
Oh,
and calls it.
Well done. Nice
Fancy,
skills.
fancy.
Nice skills shown there by Aotearoa up on one leg and calling at the same time. Nice balance showing.
16 points to Mana Tangata, 1 point to Highly Visible.
So 82 to 39. Mana Tangata or Aotearoa leading this one as we close into the halftime mark.
5 seconds now.
Shh, 5 seconds.
Serious business.
It's time to get it on.
Oh no, it's a timeout. Timeout's been called.
2 minutes left to play. The official review, but I think they are just taking it as a timeout by the look of it.
Yeah.
At least get creative and come up with something interesting to official review. Like the shininess of the referee's hats, or I don't know. Make it interesting.
Yeah. Maybe you're just confused by the lines on the floor, and that's just dazzling you. There was a lot of talk about the lines on the floor yesterday. I think some of our international viewers were a bit bamboozled by them.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, you see some of these Division 1 games over in the US, and they've got a nice contrast between the track and lines and infield, outfield, but unfortunately here we share with many other codes, sport codes.
Yeah, in New Zealand we like to keep things complicated.
But at the end of the day, we're all fighting on the same track, so it's all even Stevens. If anyone's having trouble seeing the track, all teams are having trouble, so it's not like it's an advantage to anybody.
Sprint says it's the same in the UK. First of all, hello to the UK. Second of all, I'm glad we're not the only ones with this
Yeah, good to see you.
Byzantine.
Good to see you tuning in from the UK, and of course our American friends. We had some from Aussie earlier.
Grim Sleeper.
And we're underway again. Grim Sleeper on the inside line, but gets recycled back. We can see Shipster are having some fun down the back, recycling the Mtoa jammer.
Oh!
Down she goes.
Carol takes the lead there.
Grim's out.
Grim's got the lead.
There's a good little fight back late in the second half by Central One. Determination is a gold star for them today.
That was close there, but Carol managed to just slip by.
Actually, I thought Aotearoa was going to be heading off to the bin there for a second.
Yeah, but
no.
nah. And it's called with 2 points to Heidi Viz.
3 points to High Viz.
3 points to High Viz. They're now at 42. They're creeping up on
42
Mana
to
Tangata's 82.
Oh, actually, no, I'd say Mtoa are still pulling away because we had a 32 to 62 score earlier. So we've still got a 40-point difference now instead of a 30 points. So they've managed to pull another 10 points out of the Central One team. But again, this kind of score in Derby, it is still anyone's game at this point.
Anyone's game? That's my line.
Here we go. Lead Jam has been awarded to Tantrum. for Mana Tangata or Aotearoa. Skinner comes flying out of the pack as well, gives chase. What are we going to see here? Looking for the call. Yep, she's been told to call it.
4 points to Mana Tangata there. I love busy lines. Well, someone has to. And we are in intermission. Well, that was a tense first half.
Yes, very interesting first half. So halftime score, 86 points to 42. Mana Tangata or Aotearoa leading this one. Now 7th and 8th place runoff. So that's intermission. We are having 15 minutes. This is Matt and Drama. We'll be back shortly. Get some hydrate, get some food, use the restrooms, and we'll see you soon. We're out.
Check out. And we're back.
It's Matt and Drama. Not Matt having dramas, it's Matt and Drama.
Give it time.
So everyone's getting set up in the start box over there.
It's looking like it's going to be a good game.
Everyone's getting the thumbs up. Is that La Bomba? Yes.
It's La Bomba versus Curious George.
Furious George.
Furious. Not slightly miffed George. Furious.
And she's actually been showing that in this game. She had. Really furious. And we're away as she slams into the M-Tower pack.
And La Bomba takes the lead. Good show, La Bomba. Oh, good spin, but oh no. And now we see
Furious George out for Central 1. The Bomber goes through, looks for the call. Yep, gets told to call it off.
Good first show for the Bomber. 4 points, bringing them up to 90. Highly visible, sitting at 42.
Well, Central 1 in the orange. They do represent the Central North Island, so Taranaki through Taupo and out to our east coast of Hawke's Bay.
So we have number 64, Palore, versus Grim Sleeper.
And Grim Sleeper gets through and is awarded lead jam for Central 1.
But it's been called.
Must have been a referee call because Grim did not call it. So have we seen something interesting here the refs are not happy about?
Okay, I bet Grim isn't happy with that one.
No, it's a bit of a downer there for Central. They got out to a lead.
Could say she's feeling grim.
Aha. Aha.
It took me a long way, but I got there.
I was asleep on that joke. Oh, but they get redemption. Skinner out for lead jam.
Potential coming up behind.
They get up to the back of the pack. Skinner's going to try right through the middle into the outside. Calls
and Skinner calls it.
So both teams being awarded points. Or are they? No, zero down there.
0.
Thought he had a finger up. I thought he actually had a finger up there. I thought they'd snuck a sneaky point.
Might have been a different kind of finger. 2 points to highly visible.
You wish you had training today? Well, if you had training, you wouldn't be able to sit here and watch some great derby action.
And you wouldn't be able to hear us, honestly.
I second that, Drama.
Podore versus Grim Sleeper for this one.
And Podore is through. Triple six. Coming back up on the pack. Scoring one this time through. And through for another 4. Grim Sleeper coming up on the pack now. Will we see a call? Yes.
And it's been called. So Mana Tangata still has a 50-point lead, but we've got 26 minutes. You know, this can change very, very quickly.
Although Central 1 will have to do something. They'll have to change a tactic, try something new.
And we're off.
Furious George back out there for Central 1.
Oh, we've had a spell. That looked quite nasty, but everyone's up.
And Mtoa come away with lead jam.
Furious George struggling to keep it up.
O'Carroll
but
taking lead.
George is recycled back.
Here comes O'Carroll on a passing
Second lead. Oh, and
scoring
look at
pass,
that,
I
just
should say.
sliding by.
Bit of an early call there. Could have perhaps come around and tried to score a few more sneaky points before calling. The Central 1 jammer was already through the pack and chasing.
4 points to Mana Tangata, bringing them up to 98. They're very close to reaching that 100-point mark. Five seconds. Skinner versus La Bomba here. Oh, we've had a spell.
Huge pile up.
Yeah. Skinner still meeting some resistance. Everyone's back on their skates. Oh, we've had another spell. Skinner is through.
And takes lead jam for Central 1. Giving chase, La Bomba. For Mana Tangata. Oh,
I
Aotearoa.
think someone's been... Skinner comes down.
Skinner's trying that inside line
Oh,
and
look
gets
at that.
it.
And calls it. Very smooth.
But did La Bomba get through here?
4
Yep, La
points.
Bomba has been awarded points as
2
well.
points to Mana Tangata, bringing them up to that magic 100.
They have hit the 100. So Mana Tangata or Aotearoa have hit the big 100.
Triple digits now. We have a timeout.
Looks like we have a few Bomber fans in the chat.
Yeah. Right, Kat says, loving the low penalty count. Yes, it's been a clean game, cleaner than we're speaking.
I got a bit carried away towards the very end of the second half. There was a few going to the bin, but yeah,
That's
no,
true.
it has been quite clean.
But like Sprint says, score's still low.
They might catch the penalty timers out. They'll be asleep, not having anyone coming through. No trains coming into the station. So how many Mana Tangata Aotearoa fans do we have out there on the stream? Or are we supporting Central 1? The high visibilities.
Sure, right, Kat. We'd love to see the multi-line madness. I think we're all about madness. And we're off. Grim Sleeper versus O'Carroll.
O'Carroll trying down that inside line,
Oh.
but Shipster is right there to stop her in a path. Stop her in the tracks, I should say.
Oh, look at that. That was some good duking
Grim
there by
Sleeper
Grim
through
Sleeper.
for lead jam. O'Carroll in hot pursuit. Grim Sleeper barking orders to her blockers. Down the inside line, calls the jam.
And the jam has been called.
I think Mtoa might have snuck some points there. Yes, they have. So 3-2 jam. Too high visibility. No, 2-2.
2-2.
Correction there on the score.
No, 3-2.
They have gone back to 3-2. Yep.
Honestly, what's our numbers anyway? They're mostly made up.
Fall else fails, just stick a couple of fingers in the air.
Yeah. That's what I do, but they don't give me any points.
22, just over 22 minutes left in this second half.
Yeah. We're currently in an officials review, or was it timer? Saying something.
So penalty count fairly low for most players. Or Parore, 64 on 4.
It's official timeout.
But most players only have 1 or 2, so an incredibly low count. So again, a bit of break and play here. Some of the teams for the next game starting to warm up out the back. You see some of the Northland skaters starting to form up.
So we have Northland versus who's the next game?
Northland
versus
Namanawa. Of course, Namanawa, the Wanganui, Palmerston North area. Includes one of the strong teams known as Swampies here in New Zealand.
What the lolly count is for the announcers.
The lolly count is getting it depends on how you count it, how many left in the packet or how many have been consumed. If we're looking in the packet, it's very low. .22.5 minutes left. Looks like Furious George will be lining up for Central 1. I believe, I was going to say something then, I thought better of it.
Someone feed the volunteers. The volunteers do need feeding.
Dead right. Pizza, Domino's.
I forgot to eat yesterday. It wasn't a good time.
Actually, my niece manages Domino's here in Taupo. I probably should give her a phone call and say, "Oi,
can you do us a freebie? I mean, come on."
Bring your uncle a pizza.
I mean, wheels are circular, pizza's are circular. It's the perfect tire.
I'd be quite happy with something along the lines of a meat lovers or Hawaiian at this point. I'd go down quite nicely. Side of fries.
Very intense conversations on the track there.
Makes you wonder if it's even got anything to do about Derby.
Probably just having nice chats. They're probably talking about our fantastic sponsors.
Heading off to the changing rooms.
And heavy petrol.
Maybe a quick pit stop, change of the tyres maybe. Refuel, oil check. Yes, the next game coming up, as mentioned by Drama a few minutes ago, we do have Northern versus Namanawa for the 5th and 6th placing here this weekend at the 2020 Regional Rumble. Not sure who I would pick as the favourite for that. Maybe Namanawa by 10.
We have had some news on the track. 5828 has been expelled from the game. So that's a turn up for the books.
Who is that? From which team?
Let me just try and know. That's from Highly Visible. Okay. Highly Visible, we're just kind of 5828 Heavy Petal has been expelled from game. No wonder, like, that's a serious discussion to make. So we were having a clean game too.
So an expulsion there. Yeah, we were talking about a clean game.
But
as La Bomba comes round, takes
Palore
that outside line and through. La Bomba coming back up onto the pack for another scoring run. Just slams straight into the middle of everybody on hands and knees and goes under everybody. That's if you can't go past, go underneath. Furious George is up and away. The bomber comes through, takes the inside line, gets another 4 and calls it.
So that's Mana Tangata sitting with 116, highly visible with 51.
12-0 point jam there for La Bomba.
We do.
Not sure what the expulsion is for at this point. Maybe she spilled her latte on the track, not sure. Here we go, lead jam awarded to Mtoa. Tantrum calls it. New Shed, Grim Sleeper right behind.
Just looking into the expulsion, trying to find out what happened there, but we'll let you know as soon as we know. Okay, and the game is back on. We have Skinner versus Tantrum there.
Bit awkward to see with the NSOs in black in the middle of the track, and then you got the black players of Mtoa.
That's why we have this lovely TV screen. So now we can see what the viewers can see.
Here we go, Mana Tangata given lead jam with Tantrum. Skater number 114. Oh, thought Tantrum was through there. It got tipped out over the sideline. Skinner still struggling to get past this solid wall. Game has come
Skinner
to a,
has been knocked off the track there.
Game has just come to a complete halt in turn
Tantrum
1 and
takes the
2. Oh,
lead.
we're away.
Mana Tangata with 120.
Skinner still battling in the middle of the pack there.
Skinner trapped into a Skinner box, one could say. Tantrums just slide through there.
Skinner getting caught. Against the inside line.
Tantrum has been knocked out and recycled back behind Black Waller. Oh, we have like, it's getting a bit rough and track here.
Skinner look at a little bit of frustration on her face. She's getting
Skinner just been kind of bumped by Wanda Wahine there.
Skinner getting smacked around a little bit here. Getting a bit of a tough time by this.
It's getting a bit tough on the track. I think like we're heading into the last 20 minutes of a long game and a long weekend. Fatigue starts to set in. This is when the mistakes happen.
You can see Skinner there getting fair smacked around by the Mtoa pack.
Okay. Just to update all our viewers on Twitch there, 5828 Heavy Petal of Highly Visible was expelled for avoidable contact with a ref as they were coming out from the penalty box. So basically there was some contact with the ref and it was called, that was a valid reason for an expulsion.
So La Bomba into lead jam for Mana Tangata or Aotearoa.
Always got left and right. So core fan, you got it right there. And it's, oh,
Gets called. There's some quick jams here.
quick jams. Mana Tangata is maintaining that lead with 136.
With just under 20 minutes left to play.
It could be anyone's game here, dare I say it. Dare I always say it.
I think even with 20 minutes to play, that score is staying pretty steady with Mtoa just slightly pulling away each jam.
You know what? I think Highly Visible can bring the magic. I'm rooting for them.
Well, I think one thing's definitely not in doubt. They won't give up. They will keep fighting. Like the feisty team they've been all
Couple of
weekend.
spells, yeah.
Is that Grim Sleeper in there for, yep.
Riot Cat mentions that they had a pride bout. That sounds awesome. I would love to see a pride bout.
Parore here, or is that Wonder One? No, it's Parore.
Grim Sleeper versus Parore on the
Up
track.
the inside.
Oh, good apex jump there. And we've had a pass.
Sleeper is away. No, still Grim Sleeper.
Grim Sleeper.
Obviously thought about the panty pass. Here we go. No, no score there for Central 1. But a nice little 7-point haul for Parore.
Remember we used to have one ref who had rainbow coloured knee pads. That was always awesome.
So for 7th and 8th, it's certainly nice competitive little game here, a lot of fun.
Skinner versus Tantrum. Oh, Skinner's been...
Skinner was all but out.
Oh, being chased down by number 40 there.
No, been given a cut. She's been sent to the box.
Skinner is being put in the box. A Skinner box, as it were. Psychology joke there. Tantrum comes round. Oh, some good offense from Hardy Visible.
No way through on the outside line
but
now.
no, like, tumble booty.
Tantrum forces
Tumeki Bute, I should say.
through the pack. They'll come around again. Lining up for another scoring pass. Nice offensive play there.
That just saw a gap. Oh!
I thought her skates touched the ground there.
They did. Tantrum to the box for a timeout.
Off to the box there. So I wasn't seeing things, saw the same as the ref. Her skate just tapped the floor over the line. Here comes Skinner up on the pack. Little offensive play needed.
Thank you, Madeline.
Dives around the outside, but gets slapped out over the sideline.
Skinner's back on the track. Skinner sees the gap and oh, we've had a spill.
Skinner's back. And through. Gingerly getting back up, but she's up. Skinner coming around, assessing her options. Tries to take the outside line. No way through there. Tantrum's coming through. Tries the inside line, ducks to the outside.
Meeting some defense there. And it's called.
And that was a full 2-minute jam, that one.
One for the ages. We're in the last quarter of the game.
And we're 8-all apiece in that one. 8-all.
8-all. 8-8s, 88s. By which I mean 151 for Mana Tangata. 60 for Highly Visible.
Now keep the rest home bingo for later on.
Let the refs have more fun. Indeed.
Someone
The refs do like a really good job. I think we need to like just give a shout out to our refs today. And they include, who do we have on it? We got what there? Slam Storm. Death Row Cole. Invader Sin, fouled out. X-Raid. Serrated Edge. Gravity Works. Pseudo Stripes. Evander Holly. Wheels. Queen of the Damned. Mojo Jojo. Poppy Fox. Silent Witness. Cinderfella. Daisy Payne. Paddy Wacker. And Full Knock Her. There are a few more names than I expected, and I've got through them all.
As you say, drama without these refs and NSOs, the non-skating officials. These games certainly couldn't help.
And if, and if we didn't have these games, what would we be doing right now?
Exactly. Probably watching something ridiculous on YouTube, maybe.
Yes. Podcasting.
Eating
right.
something we shouldn't be eating, getting fat. I'll speak for myself on that one, I won't speak for you. So again, a nice corridor going on in the middle of the track here. What have we got happening in Streamland there? What's going on, guys? You having a good time?
They're talking about how the refs can have more fun. Dancing on the inside. Why not dancing on the outside? I want
A
to see
ref
more
dance
dancing.
off, yeah.
What? No Santa hat?
Not quite the season for Santa hats.
Well, is it ever the season for Santa hats?
Mind you, we're close to
New Zealand?
Halloween. They've got to get dressed up in Halloween characters.
I was tempted, but I decided I'm scary enough. Halloween,
You don't scare me.
just you wait. When the drama comes.
Yeah. Wait till we get out into the car park.
Wait till the after party even.
What are we going to see here? Looks like everyone's getting back into position.
And we're back on. Furious George versus La Bomba.
The Bomber ducking and diving at the back of the pack there, trying to find a path through. One of the jammers for one of the blockers for MTower sent to the bin. Furious George out of the pack, not receiving lead jammer. Slams into the MTower.
Oh, we just had a spill there from Furious George. Defo Cole is majestic. I agree. Scissor some timbers. Scissor me timbers even.
Here they come.
George comes round.
Tries the big side step. Doesn't quite work.
They're doing, Hardy Biz is doing some tricksy little moves there. And can George make it back? Yep, George breaks the pack.
Through again for another 4. Back on track as La Bomba. Nice looking skating style as she makes her way around the track. Looks quite casual, relaxed.
No. The Bomber has just broken through the pack.
Furious George tried to call it off there, but she does not have lead status. So does not have that option.
Do we have a lead jammer this
No,
jam?
we don't. We're heading for the full 2 minutes. Players going down everywhere.
When the bodies hit the floor.
La Bomba through for another 4.
Tangata sitting at 161. Heidi Viz at 72. Boom.
End of the jam. Full 2 minutes there. We're closing in on the final 10 minutes.
It's quite a gap in scores there. Tangata at 164. Heidi Viz at 72.
Will we see Haile Viz break the 100, and will we see Tangata or Aotearoa hit the 200?
Well, I guess you can only wait and see.
Plenty of time to do it for both teams. Parore there jamming for
Lore's meeting a lot of resistance there. Oh, no, bounces through. Oh, look at that. Look at some fancy footwork there from Parore.
Parore is off.
And
Lead
I think
jam
we
status.
had a pass to Lionel Panic, who we haven't seen jam today.
Parore through again, quite easy on that pass.
Panic is like just coming up on the pack there. Oh, we had a bit of a spill. Panic is meeting some resistance for Tangata. No pack. Oh, Chipster just almost had a spill. Some congestion on the track now.
Tyre pack sitting in the start-finish box. Start box, I should say, not start-finish. Start. Spreading out now. Parore battling through. Struggling to get through there. Oh, Parore disagreeing with that penalty. Not happy about it. Need to be careful. They told her to come back out, so controversy there over the call.
And the jam has been called. We are in the last 10 minutes now.
So Parore there getting a penalty to go to the box, protesting it. Looks like the call had been overturned and was allowed to come back out onto the track. Didn't quite see what the call was originally for. Opposite side to the track from where we're sitting, so a little bit difficult to see over the far side. Looks like we got Skinner back out on track for Central 1.
Mana Tangata sitting at 172, High Bears at 78. I think Mana Tangata has a good chance of breaking the 200, but High Bears is going to do anything in their power to stop them.
So remember, the next game after this one will be for 5th and 6th. Ngā Manawa versus Northland. Approximately 1:30. Might be running just a tad late, but it is scheduled for a 1:30 start.
And we're back on.
Which, looking at the time, I think we are going to be slightly delayed. With still 10 minutes to go on this one.
Skinner versus Wanawahine. Lot of luck. One there just breaks through the pack. Oh no, wait, no, Skinner took the lead. Parore has the start. Closely following Skinner there, but Skinner's keeping a distance.
Closing
Skinner
in as
breaks
Parore.
and Skinner calls it.
So a low scoring jam there, just a couple of points in it. What's happening in the chat here?
Everyone's pressing the donuts button. Please, everyone, remember to donuts.
So through comes Furious George. Furious George for Central 1, awarded lead jam. And through on the inside, that was easier than easy. Nice little pole line cut through.
Tantrum just slides by there. Oh, some good defense from Diamond there. Oh, and
That
George
could have
is
been
knocked
awkward.
out. Diamond pulls her back and George calls it. 4 points scored by George there. Good show, George. Furious George is bringing back the spices. off. No, Grim Sleeper, apologies.
And
Breaks through the
Parole.
pack. Parole, meanwhile, is still struggling there. High Viz is now setting up like traffic cones. No one's getting through. Oh, no. Grim manages to get by. Fancy cover from Grim there, but still no.
2 blockers to the box for Mtoa. And they will get iced in the bin.
On the other hand,
So a pack advantage to Central 1 as they come out for the next jam.
they scored 8. Sleeper scored 8 points for High Viz there. That's pretty taboo.
6 points away from breaking the hundy.
Yeah. Grim Sleeper, that was sneaky. Warrior Sneaks. We need Sneaks to comment on the good sneaking skills that we see on the track there.
Skinner back out for Central 1. Enough of the timeout already. We're running behind. We need to get this game done. Just over 5 minutes left to play. So, Northland, Namanawa, what do you reckon, Drama? Who would you pick as the slight favourite in that one?
Oh, I didn't know that both two highly skilled teams there. I have seen Northland play quite a few games, but I think like Namanawa really pulled it out of the box yesterday.
I might just tip Namanawa. Not by much, I think it'll be close. We'll see. That game up next.
What's a P? What's a P? P stands for legal positioning. Tangent breaks through. Skinner has second.
Skinner through. Of course, our lead jammer is Tantrum, calling it.
Heading into the last 5 minutes now. Mana Tangata sitting at 177, High Viz at 98. This is High Viz's chance to break triple figures, you know. And they're off.
You need 2 points to do it, to break the hundy.
Furious George versus La Bamba.
They've put out their little gun.
Yeah.
Furious George. Got La Bomba out for Manatangata. Oh, an apex jump there and she lands it.
La Bamba being the bomb as always.
Bomba coming back round, she'll want more points.
Gotta stop.
The pack's having a bit of biff.
Oh, and Bomba gets through and calls it.
Nice awareness by La Bomba there. Straight through the middle and calls.
8 points to Mana Tangata. Sitting at 185. Here's the thing, will they break 200?
Some of the penalty count for Manatangata or Aotearoa starting to climb.
Yeah.
5 penalties there and 4 penalties.
We have an official's review.
we send
We're sending out the mat.
Donkey is off with the microphone to find out what's going on. Shouldn't be rude. Mr. Colin, one of our stream suppliers here.
Mr. Colin is the one typing in the chat, so you know, I'm not allowed to touch laptop.
Any reason for that in particular, Drama?
None that I can disclose on the stream.
You're not in those sort of sites that sort of upset laptops with various viruses? No?
You can't prove it with me. Are we getting it?
Quite a few stoppages in this game. Starting to stretch out time-wise.
Well, I think we have to appreciate it's been a long tournament. Like, fatigue does begin to set in.
Do you have an MTAR blocker sitting in the penalty box over there? So a slight pack advantage to Central 1 once we get back underway.
And it's the last 3 minutes as well, so you know it's going to be pretty tense 3 minutes.
98 to 185.
Still.
Advantage to Mana Tangata or Aotearoa.
Black called for an official review. They were after a blocking out of play penalty on the orange jammer. There was no advantage gained. As such, Black has lost their official review.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it. Do. And we're getting the whistle. Some moments away, we'll be back. And there we go.
Tantrum versus Grim Sleeper here. Grim Sleeper makes an early lead there. Fantastic.
Wasting no time whatsoever getting out.
No time.
Tantrum getting smacked out over the sideline. The end of turn 1. Gets recycled back.
Grim meeting a lot of resistance there. No one's there, no one through. Oh, wait.
Oh, almost thought.
Went out.
You're almost through and you just tag your wheel on the outside line. Coming through again and through. So Grim Sleeper.
Oh, Heidi Fizz breaks the triple digits with 102. Good show, Grim Sleeper.
The Central 1 break the hundy.
1-2-1 has a spill. 1-2-1 is okay.
Through again.
Grim Sleeper is making the most of the last few minutes.
Ship stirrer down there causing all sorts of problems. Recycling the MTAR jammer.
Oh, Sleeper knocked out. Oh, some block. Definitely
nice
some resistance
blocking
there.
here.
Oh.
Gets past O'Carroll. And heads around, gaining another 4
points.
points.
In 110.
Tantrum trying to find an open door, but can't do so. issue. Grim Sleeper having the same issue. Out over the sideline.
Oh, Sleeper just took a knee. Back up.
But
Nothing stops
through. That's
Sleeper.
all that counts. Through for another 4. This is actually an incredible jam for Central 1. 16 points so far.
And it's been called. 16 points scored by Grim Sleeper. That is fantastic. Putting some tricks out of Grim Sleeper's hat there.
So we're closing down to almost the final minute.
You could
La
even say it's
Bomba.
the final countdown.
La Bomba and Skinner out for the possibly the final jam of the day. Or this game, I should say. The 2 tall towers, the twin towers.
That makes me nostalgic for a better time.
And La Bomba
La
down
Bomba
the
breaks
outside and
through.
through. Love her skating style, looks so relaxed.
Oh, Skinner takes the knee. Oh, La Bomba does almost as well, but no. Precious Spitball takes the knee. La Bomba.
Does the big
Oh,
360.
knocked out. We circle back by 0-4. Oh, back on the track. Come on now. Both teams setting up some marvelous walls here, but La Bomba just slides by, does a twirl. Nice bit of showmanship.
Uses that move quite a bit, doing a nice little 360 as she goes past.
You gotta have the little flourish. Oh, knocks out.
Trying the outside line, now up the middle. She is right out on the edge there.
Oh, I think we have a back block there.
Tempting fate.
And we have it. Mana Tangata takes the lead with 189. Heidi Viz with 114. Sorry, Mana Tangata 192. Lead
Will
goes to
take
Mana Tangata.
7th place. And Central 1 will take the wooden spoon in 8th.
Oh.
Awesome effort by Central 1. Again, newer skaters compared to some of the other teams. They've been feisty all weekend,
They've been
never
feisty,
given up.
It's been a good show.
And Mana Tangata or Aotearoa representing themselves well here this weekend, taking 7th place.
That was a fantastic game.
Feisty little game.
And we will see you again for another game soon. It will be Northland versus...
Northern versus Namanawa. It was meant to start at 1:30, so we'll probably have about a 10-minute break here. So again, rush to the loo, grab yourself some snacks, and be back for 5th and 6th.
So be
Northland,
here.
Manawa.
I've been Drama Queen, and it's been a pleasure.
Drama and Matt out.